Hello guys and welcome to Tier 2 here in Japan. It is round 4 of Season 12 and wow, what a start to the season it has been. Also, it's very it would help if I could talk, cloudy in the pit lane, but that should just up the ante a little bit. Maybe we're going to see a bit of a wet end to qualifying, so you might see all the cars rushing out very quickly, but that will not stop any of them. Tonight I'm joined by the man, the tier 1 driver, the man that would qualify in Inters even if it was the Sahara Desert. It's Anton. How are you? Is that your Japanese lessons?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally paying for something.
I did wonder. But
No, I'm doing fine. What about you? I'm really looking forward to this one. Suzuka is one of the most fun tracks around.
they can't hear you, Ant, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
So they've just missed your whole Japanese intro. What a shame that is. Oh no. I'll reintroduce you.
Oh well. I'll give it another go then.
Have you sorted it now?
Konbanwa. Sorry? I think
You
it is,
sorted
yeah.
it now. Okay, right, yeah, go on then. Hit the weird Japanese intro.
皆さんこんばんは。鈴鹿国際レーシングコースへようこそ。So
The worst
basically
bit is it
that means
actually
welcome to
sounds
Suzuka.
French.
Probably because I have a French accent, maybe?
Probably.
I can assure you it's Japanese.
It couldn't have sounded more French. It literally couldn't.
Come on. I sound more French when I speak English anyway, so...
I mean, your accent's just confused me at this point. I've given up trying. But I'm going to take us for a lap in a minute with a Ferrari driver when he gets round. It's Melvin. How much Tier 2 have you been watching this season? Who's excited you?
Well, Hosman's been dominating it, hasn't he? Siegel Track is back. He wasn't there last week, I think.
Yeah, I think he's
So,
missed the last 2, maybe even. But
No, because he won in Monza.
oh
He won in
yeah,
Monza.
I was on comms
Yeah,
for
it
it.
was a
That's really
very
bad.
good strategy call and all good management. So, you know, if Martin has a serious race again, you know, and
He
doesn't
could do
get
it.
into, yeah.
Right.
I'm expecting a bit of a battle between him and Hosman, but we'll
Yeah.
see. The
Right, I'm going to take throw that with Melvin. Melvin's approaching turn 1. He's got to swing it in, but then you break sort of mid-corner. Now you've got to try and hit the apex for 2 and find that throttle late on into 3. You sort of lift off and just let the car roll into 4. Again, it's a similar sort of situation. Now 5 is very tricky because you've got to feather the throttle now into 6. And then that swings you straight into Dunlop where you're feathering the throttle all the way up the hill. And now you've just got a almost curved run to Degner 1, which is 50-meter braking point. You swing it in now. Another tough braking point for Degner 2. So easy to lose the rear there. We saw it so much at X. Now into the hairpin. You brake when the curb ends on the right, and that's your normal braking point. And now you've got to find that traction on the exit, but it's so difficult. It's so easy to twitch and lose it there as well. Now you've just got this little run flat out all the way to Spoon Corner, which is a double left-hander. You brake just on the entry to the first one, and then you've got to try and keep the momentum and find the apex into the second part. He's run a bit wide, but he's got away with it just about. But now is probably the worst overtaking spot on this game. It's 130R. He's going to be flat out through there, that is for sure. We lifted a tiny little bit by the looks of that. Now 50-meter braking point for the final chicane. He's run a bit deep, but that's not going to hurt him too much. What's the first lap time going to be from Minimax Verstappen? A 129.3. Good lap.
Next driver to set it up, I think it's B17, but he's not as quick as Melvin. Hosman is up on his lap time though. He had a quick first sector, second sector as well, so expect Hosman to get to P1 just for now.
Well, I was watching Hosman on Friday because he raced at X and he didn't look quite like his normal self. I mean, he's back to his normal self with that lap time, I can confirm. But he didn't look his normal self on Friday. I don't know if you watched X, but he was a bit off it compared to what he normally is. But you know,
Yeah, perhaps didn't have
he
enough
was
running. I
probably
don't
using
think
that as practice, to be fair to him.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember if he was in practice on Thursday, so that might be part of it as well. I don't know.
They're saying you're very quiet.
Oh,
Oh no,
maybe.
no, no, no! Now you're fine. No, now you're fine. I think.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not hurt your ears.
Yeah. Mark Hodgson's here as well. Good to see.
Good
Alex says he
evening,
misses.
gentlemen.
Alex says he misses tier 2. I mean, you're definitely too quick. Well, you were last season anyway. I haven't seen much of tier 1 this season, so I don't know what's been going on up there. But
Tier 1, I can't remember much.
you're winning the championship
well,
by 900 points, aren't you? That's what I heard.
No, Ugoni is doing very well. I think he's won every race. Maybe bar one with Savior. I think Savior maybe won the last race.
Savior? Who's Savior? I've never heard of him. Anyway, let's see what Fox is going to do. He's been a 28-9. That's a... See what? Look at that top 3. Sorry, wait. I've just seen Doris's bank collapse.
Yeah. Yeah, that is serious. That's pretty serious talk.
Wow.
No, he's been lighting up everything in MRCX as well. I think he got P2 this week as well in MRCX. So he's definitely got the pace in him.
Yeah, I would agree. Carl's on the mediums, which is pretty surprising. What's Max doing? He's coming into the first sector now. He's just coming up Dunlop, which is one of the hardest corners for traction because you're constantly at the incline and the car is not in a stable position. But Degner 1, he really does navigate well. And Degner 2, he takes a lot of curb on the exit, but probably the best way to take it. The hairpin is one of the toughest traction places on the entire game, I'd say.
Yeah, it's very tricky. It looks pretty easy.
It looks easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, you need to really open the corner up to attack it as you want to in qualifying. You can go flat out, I think, in qualifying, but you need to have the correct racing line. And these guys don't have a racing line, so...
Yeah. So Monster retired because he's on a quali ban, I believe.
Alright.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, we're same to Captain Nibs.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that's the same with Nibs as well. So Eddie, Dust and Wazza may have just had a random moment then.
Let me have a quick look. Yeah, quali ban for, both
Wow, look at that time from Womack. Sorry to interrupt you. 2,000th of a second off Doris. Game on.
Looks like we know who's going to be dueling then. But we've got a few drivers who haven't set a lap yet. We know Bergen's rapid on the 1 lap per...
Bergen definitely is. Let's go and have a little watch of the...
And Martin hasn't set a lap yet.
Martin's just being a tease. That's all he's doing. We know what Martin's like. He's going to go put it on pole right at the end and just be like, ha 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 ha, and then an evil laugh or something. But let's see what Bergen's going to do. He's actually not on the quickest lap here. I'm wondering if he's doing a double warm-up because a 33.2 doesn't seem very Bergen, if you ask me.
No. Definitely not. He's got more in the tank.
But I'll tell you what, the man you just mentioned has started a lap, that is for sure. And that is Mr. Martin Hills. I'll tell you something, we've got a very active YouTube chat today. 16 comments already.
I better try and watch it then.
Can you do your normal little like thing? We've got 16 viewers. Have we got 16 likes or not?
No, we don't. And that's appalling, in my opinion. So start liking, guys.
Yeah. What he said. But usually I'm like, I know he answered the YouTube chat telling them, so I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, always try to say.
But single track is, let's have a look at his middle sector. He's just coming into the exit as Spoon. Now he's absolutely flying. This has been a very, very solid lap from him early on. So let's see what his middle sector is going to be. A 1:12.3. That seems very, very good. This could be good enough for the top 5. This has been a very, very solid lap, like I said. So let's see. The Alpine man, the man with the Alpine rig, the Alpine car. I'm surprised he hasn't got an Alpine helmet somewhere along the line to go with it. But what's he going to do? A 29.1. That's it. I called that top 5, didn't I?
You did.
Mystic Connor. Live on air.
So we've got Melvin as well, who's started his lap. He's in the first sector, and he's 3/10 up in the first sector. So I think he's worth keeping an eye on, because with this rhythm, that could get him to third.
Mark just said, I want as many likes as Sainz's driver number. Now that's ambitious when we've only got 19 viewers, but fair play.
Did Carlos Sainz Sr. have a number?
I don't know, but Carlos Sainz Jr. has 99, doesn't he? No, joking. He doesn't.
No.
He has 55. But
Carlos Sainz 55.
yeah,
So
55.
Melvin
But
getting to sector, and he's nearly 5/10 up.
I'm just watching
he's not going to
Scottish.
be gaining more time.
Yeah, Melvin and Jake, that's a very strong pairing. I'd say something. Ninja's on a very good first sector. He's
Yep,
2/10 up on
2/10 up.
his. So let's see what.
And Melvin spun.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Very-
Wow, that's. Where is that? Oh, it's at the pit lane
Verstappen lap.
entry.
Very un-Verstappen-like. Jos is going to be telling him off.
That's the kind of thing I wish
So-
I saw Verstappen do. Mid-race when he's leading by, 10 seconds and Lando's right behind him. Yes, please.
It would
But,
spice things up, you know.
It would.
Like,
Oh,
he did that in Silverstone. Oh, Doris is well wide, so I don't know if he was on a lap. He wasn't on a lap because it's 50 seconds, so I don't know what he's playing at.
I tell you what though, Ninja's about to improve here. He's kept his time pretty much to a T right here, so he could be about to jump to about 6th place potentially. So let's see what he's going to do. Into 5th, good lap. I've just realised Simon as well. Him and Simon separate 8 thousandths of a second. So incredible from those two. Let's see. So did you say did Doris go wide on his lap? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but it was weird because he wasn't on the lap in the end. But B17 down in 14th, he's 3/10 up on his time, coming into the Casio Triangle. I believe
Let's gonna have a look at Mr. B17 and see what we can do. The tier 3 driver, the man that has shown how good he is recently. He's up into P11. Good lap from him. Nice and competitive. Great to see.
And I think Berger is on a proper lap this time. Or
Mr.
No, I'm wrong. He's a second down. So
we've got a
and
wet
he's
race.
invalidated.
Mr. Mark Dennison's here as well.
P1 for
Hello,
Foxy.
Mark. Whoa, Fox.
Right, we've got 3 drivers within the 10th. So
Well, this is spicy.
we've got Rumax getting to the end of sector 1. He's nearly a 10th up. So basically, right now, he's got the pole time if he can finish this lap cleanly.
Yeah,
and
let's see. Let's see what the AlphaTauri man can do. He's sort of come out of nowhere with that. He's a bit of a surprise package for me. Like, don't get me wrong, he's always fast, he's always consistent, but right up there this week, isn't he?
I mean, he's a fox, so he's the fox in the box.
I meant Wumax, but
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about the
no, if I said that
coming out
about
of
Fox, I'd
nowhere
be getting
with his
stitches in my
lap
head. Trust me. But Wumax, oh, he's only 2,800 up his Wumax at the minute. So he's so margin. Do you know what? If he's finishes it like this, it's not going to be enough for pole. That is for sure. Let's see. What's he going to do? He crosses the line. He's done it. 27.9. It's so unbelievably close. Let's see what Jackster's doing. He's backed out by the looks of it. He has. Why is everyone in the garage?
Well, there are 4 minutes left, so I guess that maybe the sun will be coming out to the end of the session, so maybe they want the higher temperatures. I don't know, but this is completely hypothetical. I'm not a weatherman.
Yeah, so Claire Jones is supporting Martin. Mark is supporting Baby Hornet. So we've got a few fan clubs. Steve is supporting B17.
And
We've got a few
Melvin
fan clubs.
has...
Oh yeah, he has. I've just looked round. I've seen him with no wheel off his car. That was not fun.
Yeah.
But let's
Not
see.
what you want to do to have the best confidence going into the race.
I tell you what though,
First turn.
I think this is going to be the most exciting end to qualifying because
so many drivers are going to improve. Yeah.
But the whole field, like, obviously the top three, and I think we can whack Hoseman in it as well, are all very, very close together. And then, because we know Hoseman has more than that in the tank, that's for sure. And then you've got from like Scottish Ninja all the way down to Ghost to Fanning, pretty much all very, very close together as well. So
I'm expecting a big lap from either Fanning or Bergen, or both.
But it also goes by how much track evolution there is towards the end here, doesn't it? So
Got Tom Bell asking, is it raining? So right now it's not raining, but in the race, what do you reckon, Connor? Do you think it's going to be racing, or
so what
are we going to have a boring,
just seen,
sunny race?
Mr. Martin Hills has just said possible rain at 30 minutes in the race.
Ooh.
And
So the land of the rising sun.
yeah. And
Will we losing
Simba's
it?
just said he's supporting Simon and Ninja. Ninja is his student, I understand that.
Okay.
But I'll tell you something, Baby Hornet's just got well out of the way of his teammate. We've got one of the pole contenders on a lap. He's doing it a bit out of sync to the rest of his competition, but let's see what Doris can do. Let's see how his first sector is going to be. He's coming through Dunlop. How's his traction? He's very, very solid on it, to be fair to him. But let's see. Into the end of the first sector. What is it? He's 2 tenths up at the end of the first sector. What a first sector that is from Doris.
Solid.
Oh,
That's
he's run a
solid.
bit wide. How's he got away with that on the exit of Degner 2? Wow, but into the hairpin. He takes a tighter line than a lot of other people. I prefer like a sort of middle of the track line there, personally, but
Yeah, I like.
There's a
the
reason I'm
middle
not
of the track
tier
as
two.
well.
and then we get to Spoon. He's looking very solid. How good he actually misses the apex a little bit. He took it quite late actually. That's probably the best way to go. Takes a lot of curb on the exit of Spoon though. But now, as we know, he's going to get a nice little toe from the Haas ahead though into 130R. He's 2
It's
tenths
improving a lot.
up. He's nearly 3 tenths up in at the end of the second sector. This could be the benchmark for everyone else to chase. That is for sure. What's it going to be? I think it's going to be a 27.8 at minimum. 27.7, good lap. Wow. Gauntlet set. Now it's up to everybody else.
I don't think they're going to have an answer for that. This is some serious lap time now.
I don't know, Wumax, Fox, Hoseman, those guys have all looked seriously quick. So, Carl's 1.9 down at the end of his first sector, so I'm guessing he's backed out. Fanning, I tell you something,
queuing
9
up.
tenths up at the end of the second sector. This could be a good little lap from Fanning. This could be top 5 quite easy.
Yep.
What's it going to be? Top 5, yeah, there you go. Good lap from Fanning. That's putting... Oh, the Baby Hornet's in the wall!
Oh. The Simba curse.
I would like to just say that that spin was absolutely amazing to look at.
Yeah, it was, yeah, very...
Like, that looked absolutely brilliant, can I just say. But at the same time, I'm really
some
sorry.
choreography.
Yeah, I think you should quit the choir and go to, like, figure skating or something. But Jackster, he's another man. He's about a 10th down. Let's go and have a look at the leaders at the minute. Fox is 70. He's invalidated. He's good. He's done. So there's one contender for pole out of the
Wumax
question. Let's
is
see what Wumax
slightly
can
down
do.
on his time. He's 57 thousandths down. So that's basically the difference between Alonso and Perez.
Yeah, well, you could say that. But let's see, what's Wumax going to do? He's into Spoon now. He's committed to the second part of Spoon as well. He looks a lot cleaner through there than Doris did, to be fair. But let's see, what's his middle sector? Is he going to be up? He needs to find about a 10th on Doris. He's 3 tenths up. This is going to be absolutely sensational.
Martin was 2 tenths up in the first sector, and he's nearly 5 tenths up.
I think we're
So
about to
he's
see
looking
an
at the top
absolute stunner from Wumax. He comes across the line. It's going to be a 27.7. Oh, he's missed out by
Oh, so close.
800ths of a second.
He's gone 5th.
1,000ths of a second, and he's missed out on pole.
And that's qualifying over. All the other drivers aren't improving.
What about Rob Smith? What's he doing?
No, he's not improving. He's He's
Eight
just strolling around.
thousandths of a second decides pole position.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like Xavier versus Chris Bailey at Brazil. Ooh. That wasn't even me being mean, that's just true though. Like that's like that gap is what I was more trying to say. I know Chris probably doesn't want me to talk about it, does he, to be fair, but
Probably not.
but he'll forgive me, it's fine. I wasn't even trying to be mean for once.
Right, well,
that was...
yeah, a lot of changing around in that qualifying session, so I think that was a hit. What do you think?
I think that's one of the most exciting qualifyings I've commentated on in a while, to be fair, because there was no point, I think, where, like, obviously you had drama right to the end. We all thought probably Womax was about to nick it, and then Doris kept it by 8 thousandths of a second. Fox was right there with them for most of it as well, but he ruined his last lap while being about 3/10 up in the first sector, which would have put him in contention. Hoseman didn't seem to string a proper lap together though. But let's...
Some gap though.
It
1
really
second
is.
to the P4. Whew.
Yeah, let's go through the grid though. Doris starts P1, Womax P2. Fox Ripper in P3, Hoseman P4. Single Track in P5, Fanning P6. Scottish Ninja in P7. Baby Hornet in P8. Ghost Rider P9. Jackster in P10. Bit W in P11. Rob Smith P12. Melvin P13. Bergen P14 in P15. Fire J P16. Eddie Dust P17, Wazza P18, Mornstone Captain Ibs both had qualifying bans, and we'll start from the back. Ant, who is your pick to win this race?
I don't really have one pick. It's like a set of drivers that I'm expecting to show up, because who was it? Hoseman and Single Track in 4th and 5th. I'm expecting them to have a good race pace, you know. So expect them to be closer than what they were in qualifying, and I think Bergen underperformed. I don't know if he managed to set a proper lap as well, so he's down in 15th or 14th, I can't remember. I think he'll be doing much better during the race. What about you?
I think it's a tough one to call. I think any of the top three definitely within the contention, of course, but don't forget we've got rain apparently to hit, so that could really mix things up as well.
Yes. Yeah. That could explain probably
it may also
the gap there's been. Like,
maybe some have gone for wet setups as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see, but I mean, it's looking very sunny at the start, so that's kind of confusing. But Martin did say it's meant to be 30 seconds in that we get the... Oh, 30 minutes in that we get the rain.
Well, that's quick.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen.
Yeah, super max. There you go. But let's have a look at tyres, because that is... Oh, I thought that was an AlphaTauri going to spear into the wall then. But... Top 5 all gone for mediums. Fanning's gone for softs, which is interesting, rather different to his competitors. That's going to get him well off the line though. And then you've got the next 6 all on mediums. Then you've got Melvin, Bergen, B17 all gone for softs. Fire J, Captain is both gone for hards. Eddie Dust, Wazza and Monster all gone for the medium tyre.
I was expecting a few more drivers on the hard tyres.
The issue is, I think one thing I've learned over time is it's not good to start on the hards, and because if there is an early safety car, you're absolutely screwed.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's very rare. If there's a late one, then you're still sort of screwed, because the pack will probably still be pretty bunched. But that's why I just go either mediums or softs, and then I know that I've got a free pit stop. Do you know what I mean? So. But they reckon the guys on the softs are pretty much securing themselves a 2-stop, but I don't see that. They could probably go straight to the hards. We have got 27 laps of this race. It will be exciting. It will be enthralling. Japan always brings the action. That is for sure. Do you like this track?
I love it. Hey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's in Japan. Come on.
So am I the only person in this world that hates it?
Yeah, well, something has to be wrong with you. So that's
No,
the
thing is,
wrong thing with you.
the thing is, right, I say I hate it, but I finished first and second here in my last 2 races. So it's like, do I really? I don't know, but
So it's just reverse psychology for your
no.
opponents, right?
The thing
You're
is,
saying,
I
hate it,"
absolutely
and
despise driving it. I really do. But for some
it's
reason, I
so
always do
good,
well.
so flowing.
No,
the elevation changes.
I'd rather drive
That
Monaco.
first sector. Oh, my heart hurts. How could you say that? Suzuka's
I
another tier.
can't believe I just said that, to be honest. But we'll just move swiftly on because we are about to start the race.
Indeed.
So let's get everything off the screen.
Quick chat, let us know who you think is going to be winning this race.
Yeah, let us know. I actually want to know. I'm interested. I'll tell you something though. Look at Wumax, but then at the same time, look at Doris. They're both pointing towards each other. So let's see. We've got. Are we going to get lights? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and for round 4 of season 12, we are racing.
Ooh.
It's a very, very good getaway from Doris. Even better one from Fox, though. He looks like he's almost alongside Wumax already. Is he going to swoop round the outside? I don't think he is just yet. But let's see. Did someone just get wing damage? It looked like debris flew off somewhere. But
there was contact with Ghost Rider and Simon, I think, but I didn't see wings. Could be wrong.
Simon's actually dropped
I'll
a
have a
few
quick look.
places as well. I believe he was. I think he's lost 2 places off the start. I think
Oh,
Monsters had a
spun
moment
around.
at the back.
Yeah.
That's a big shame. Fanning's gained a place. He managed to get past single track off the start, so the soft tyres have sort of worked for him, but I mean, the front 3 all got away well. Wumax bogged down initially, but had a very good second phase of his start, so he's managed to keep ahead. But Hoseman's looking very, very racy behind Fox River at the minute for P3, which is an interesting one. What's going on between Rob and Carl? I don't know if you're watching that.
I was watching it. There's not much for now. They're just following each other. Oh, and there's a massive dive by Bit. I don't know if he's got any damage. I think he doesn't have any damage, but whoa. And there's a spin for B17.
Fox has gone deep at Spoon. That could open the opportunity for Hoseman, but not quite. He's not going to be close enough. And 130R definitely is not an overtaking spot. But I tell you something that is going on. Scottish Ninja and single track. Oh, there seems to be a bit of contact. And Scottish Ninja's gone off the road into the entry of the corner. I don't know if the stewards may look at that one potentially later. But let's see. Fanning right on the back of Hoseman. But no, Hoseman seems to have fairly.
Hello, Wookie.
What is going on at the back? There looks like there's a big mess.
There's not. Well, Waz has gone through, but we know he's really quick, and he had a poor qualifying because he DNF'd out of it. And but yeah, he's making his way up to the grid again. Yeah, and on my side, I think there's a bit of a bug because I've got Eddie Dust
timing
first.
glitch. Oh, you've got that. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, now it's settled. Oh, and Eddie Dust, as we speak, has a bit of a moment.
I'll tell you what though, the best starter here has been Bergen. He's up 5 into P9.
Wow.
Captain Nib's also up 5 as well. He's into P15, but the biggest loser at the minute is Scottish Ninja. He's had a moment. Where's he gone?
Oh, it's a game. Yeah.
He's gone somewhere. I'm not sure where, but something's happened.
Doris has opened the gap up. I think it's about a second and a half.
Yeah, I've got a timing glitch. It just says he's 1 minute 30.6 behind, so I can't really see if he's in DRS at the minute. But I will see eventually when it settles itself a little bit.
It's usually on lap 3 that it settles.
Let's hope it's now. Yeah, so he's 1.3 off at the moment. But I'll tell you something, Fox is in the DRS of Wumax, but obviously he won't have it down this straight at the moment. But Hoseman is pretty much pushing Fox through that first sector at the moment. Hoseman's pace seems very, very strong. Ghost Rider's just, I think, let Bergen go on his soft tyre. So that's a bit of team play from the Haas boys.
What's amazing to me though is that Doris has managed to create that gap, but he's actually managing his ERS.
Yeah,
It's scary. He's managing it.
He's been crazy fast so far.
Yeah, yeah.
But I tell you something, Fox is now becoming under a lot of pressure from the Dutchman himself, Mr. Sander Hoosman. So let's see how this one plays out. Is there DRS up to 130R?
There's only one DRS.
Oh, so that's pit straight. Okay,
start, finish straight.
That's good then.
Yeah.
So that's when
that's why
Hoosman...
130R is a bit tricky. You don't have DRS over there, so...
Well, the thing is, it's hardly an overtaking spot anyway, let's be honest. If anyone goes side by side, my heart goes into my mouth.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's too high speed to go through.
It's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, if it goes bad, it's the end of the world.
I mean, maybe if it's the last lap for the championship, then I can understand it, but... I tell you something though, Womack's just had a moment at the final chicane. Fox, has he got his he hasn't got his rear wing open, so he wasn't quite with him, but I'll tell you someone who was, Mr. Hoosman. Let's see, is he closing? He's not going to be close enough, that is for sure. I'll tell you something though, look behind, Martin's just got through on Fanning for P5. So I wonder if Fanning's already struggling on the soft tyre.
We've kind of got two trains forming at the moment, so... P2 to P6 and P7 to P19 or 17, sorry.
Yeah. Melbourne's just got past Carl for P15 and Monster's just got past Carl. Has Carl had a moment somewhere? I do wonder.
He must have, I wasn't watching him. But
yeah, he lost a couple of places there. Oh, a yellow flag.
Start for him.
Yellow flag, I think it's B17.
B17.
Yeah. Big shame for him. Let's go and have a look at the battle again for P3. Hoosman really on the back of Fox, but I see something. Doris is starting to pull away, but Fox has sort of neutralised his gap a little bit with Womack. So I do wonder potentially if Womack is
still managing.
Doris is. He's almost Max Verstappen at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like yesterday, what was it? Norris was getting
about to overtake him, and then next thing you know, he's just pulled 3 seconds down the road. Yeah, alright, see you later. Have a good one.
That's what Doris would do.
But here goes Hoosman.
Virtually.
And Fox didn't even fight it. There was no point. It was done very early. So now Hoosman's going to set his sights on the sister team, just ahead of him, the Alpha Tauri of Womack's. But let's have a little look, because now Single Track is starting to put Foxy Bingo under a bit of pressure. I don't know what's going on with Fox today. He qualified well, and I was practicing with him earlier, and he had very good pace in the race. But
yeah,
he's struggling a bit at the minute. Let's have a look. Jackster's right, but oh baby, Hornets round! Just had a big moment at Degner 2, and now he's driving backwards down the road for some reason. I wouldn't recommend that, Simon. To be honest, I wouldn't. But
good battling between Wazza and Monster here.
Can I just say, look at the amount of time Hoosman has taken out of Womack's. The gap was 1.5 into turn 1. It's now 5/10 of a second. Hoosman could be the man that potentially could take this to Doris.
Could be, yeah.
I'll tell you something, Single Track is right up the rear end of Fox as well, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, these guys, they're taking their time, you know. They know there'll be 22 laps after this one. Then they know the race is long around Suzuka. Even though it's a fast track, it's a long race.
Have a look back.
And
see what, Single Track's going to get Fox as well. That's done. Did Hoosman and Womack's? Oh, these two. Hoosman is through. Good move around the outside. So there was 2 moves done down that straight at once. Ghost Rider as well. He's just been under a bit of pressure from Jackster. Let's have a look at. I'll tell you what, Captain Nibs as well. Hard tyres is up to P10 already.
That's really good. Wow.
That is incredible from Captain Nibs. And
you don't usually make positions up when you're on hard tyres. He's made 10 positions in 5 laps.
Oh, there's a yellow in sector 1.
Yeah,
who is it?
Ninja.
Oh, Ninja. Unlucky, my friend. He was having such a good race. But let's see what is. I tell you something. This little battle for P, I think it's P8 is very good.
Yeah, that train. It's all
oh, Ninja's out. Safety car.
So this is the safety car. This is what. Yeah, the soft tyre runners might have been wanting. Maybe a little too early for them, but I think they'll take it.
I think that I think the soft tyre runners will be more or less pretty happy with that.
But the medium tyres, you know, I'd be thinking about pitting. I'd be thinking about it. I don't know if I would.
Can they do 20? Well, it's going to be effectively 18 minimum racing laps, isn't it? So.
Yes. Yes.
So let's see what's going to come of that. Someone has pit.
19,
that's Bergen.
Maybe.
He's in. Melvin's in. Wazza stayed out. Rob Smith is in as well. So those guys have sort of, they're all a bit lower down the field, so they've all got nothing to lose at the minute.
Bergen's gone for softs again.
Interesting. So he's committed to a two-stop. He's praying for another safety car later on. Or either that, or he's just had a big glitch. Yeah, Fanning has stayed out.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
If there's still some life in these tyres, it's a good move for him. We'll see. Yeah, it's a risk. It's a risk.
What is interesting now is, though, Hoseman looked like he had the pace to potentially get near Doris. Now they are together.
Yes, you're right.
So if these two start fighting, this could bring, you know, single track, Fox, Womax, even Fanning on the softs right back into the mix. So
it always mixes things up. Safety cars.
Monster said, might as well pit. I have the tyres. So you have all the tyres in the world at your disposal, and you pick a brand new set of hards. Seems legit. No, I don't blame you. You could go to the end from here. That is fair enough.
Definitely can.
But it's got to be B17 who catches up to the pack. It's obviously not going to come in this lap. He is quite a way behind at the minute. He'll be pretty happy with that safety car, though. That's going to help him catch up. So he will take that. Could we get it in this lap? No, it's too late. They're in the final complex, aren't they, these guys?
It'll be in the next lap.
Yeah. So what's your best memory IRL of this track?
Ooh. Best memory? First of all, I won't talk about Suzuka, I'll talk about Fuji.
Okay.
There were those two races in 2007 and 8, I believe. They ran around Fuji, and it was like in a complete hurricane. It was a very spectacular race. But then, in real life in Suzuka, to be honest, I love the track, but I don't think it's always been the best racing around that track, if it makes any sense. It's a lovely track, but the racing isn't always that good. And what was it? Maybe in 2022 there was the rain that was interesting, but it was a very short race. I don't really have a distinct memory apart from the obvious Senna and Prost moments, but
Simba said, I've got to stop now because I've got a lump in my throat. Was it Kimmy 2003?
Yeah.
Oh,
was it 2003?
His day. It was like his first year at McLaren, wasn't it?
Okay, I thought it was 2005.
It was something like that, and
Coming
he
from the
absolutely
back and,
threw, 22nd on the grid, I believe he started, and absolutely annihilated everyone, didn't he? That
is a very good one.
That's one of the greatest drives I've seen.
Actually, one of my first memories of Formula 1 is Suzuka 2006. It was the penultimate race of the season, so obviously Alonso and Schumacher battling for it. Schumacher was in the lead, I think, and he retired on the back straight after Spoon.
Yeah.
And I can remember that. I was rooting for Schumacher. I didn't really care too much at the time, but I was rooting for Schumacher and I couldn't believe it, you know. But that was motor racing at the time. You could get DNFs through engine failures very regularly.
2005 was Kimi, he was correct. Don't forget you got Damon Hill 96, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was also another big.
Didn't he DNF and become champion as well?
I think it was that one, yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. So.
What a weird one.
Yeah, that is for sure. But safety car is in. Let's see when Doris is going to go. Let's have a little look. He's sort of leaving it late. Hoseman's there, ready to pounce though, any moment now. He's left it super late. Doris has sort of kept him, but I tell you something, look at how close, look at Womack, he's right there with it's very ultra defensive from Hoseman. Is Womack's going to look up the inside? The inside is probably not the best overtaking bit for turn 1, so it's not the easiest place to overtake full stop there really. But let's have a, everyone seems to have made it round just about okay for the time being.
Ooh, Bergen's gone around the outside of Fire Rooster. And
yeah.
Monster as well.
Monster's on the brand new hard tyres. He's got them nicely with a nice bit of
Bergen
temperature
is carving his way through the field right now.
Yeah, he's like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, really eyeing up that that backside of rear side of Baby Hornet's Mercedes.
Another man who's looking very, very racy at the moment is Mr. Fanning, the Scouser in the Alfa Romeo.
Rob Smith.
Has he gone round?
Yeah.
I've seen he's dropped a few places, but he's managed to get back past Karts. I wonder if Cardamom, but I tell you something, Baby Hornet and Bergen, those two are having a little ding-dong. But Bergen goes through at spin. I'd see something that's opened it up for Monster as well, but there's contact between Monster and Bergen. This could reopen up the chance for Baby Hornet to go back through. Someone's going to be side by side here into 130R, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it because now there's a Ferrari involved as well. It's Melvin, but no, they've all somehow survived that. I mean,
the field's been divided in two.
Yeah, that was brave racing. That's what I'll go with. But single track, yes. Fox has managed to get back past single track. Single track's now having another look at Fox into turn 1, but Fox has somewhere got past him and we've missed it.
Bergen's cleared Baby Hornet in P13.
Yeah, he has. I see something though. Doris is starting to scamper away already on this restart as well.
Martin's playing the long game. He got passed by Fox, but he's playing the long game.
He has, but Fox...
The tyres came to him.
Oh, big moment up Dunlop from Martin. That's lost him the position, and he's gone wide as well. Oh, that was a big... He did well to save it as much as he did, didn't he?
Yeah, because he was going on the grass as well, so you know how slippery it is on there.
I'll tell you something though, Fox is looking a bit quicker on this restart than he did in the first before the safety car. So, I wonder if maybe he was just looking after his tyres a bit more than everyone else, potentially. But let's see, let's keep an eye.
I don't understand how quick Doris is. I think he's got a very low downforce setup, but he's also very quick in the corners. He doesn't need to use ERS to be quick. That's incredible.
He's crazy fast, isn't he? He really is. But let's see. I'd say Hoseman's sort of done a better job at keeping the gap lower than Womack did in the first stint, isn't he? So, but then now Womack is actually right up the chuff of Hoseman. Hoseman had a little moment in the final sector. There's no DRS just yet, so he's not going to be close enough, too close. Fox is also holding on to the back of Womack a little bit here as well. Monster's managed to get past Wazza 4P11.
Another moment.
So... Simon, yeah, he's down in P19. Not a great day for him. He's in the final corner. Is he out?
It looks like he's thinking about retiring. He's staying on track. Good on you.
As I say, it looked like he'd stopped in the final sector. That was the issue.
Yeah.
But
I think he was measuring the pros and cons.
But I'd say something. Jackster's looking racy as well. He's right on the back of Ghost Rider. But the issue for Jackster is... No. What am I looking at?
I don't know.
I've confused myself with what I've seen here. It looked like there was another hash right behind Jackster, but there's not. It's an Alpha Tauri, and I got confused by it. Yes, it's from a distance, and yeah, it confused me. I was just about to say, oh, Bergen's managed to get himself up to P8. Then I saw it was Captain Nibs. I was like, oh, okay.
So close to Jackson though, Captain Nibs.
He is. Let's go and have a look.
Touched him.
Oh no, this is going to be my biggest. This is my biggest fear. Please, thank you. I was scared for a minute, but I'll tell you something. There's a big old scrap going behind from Fanning. Fanning is creating a bit of a trade here. It's giving Fox a bit of breathing room, and also allowing Fox to potentially stay within the DRS for now, at least, of Womax as well. So, I'll tell you something though. Doris isn't running away now.
Closed down, yeah. He must have had a mistake somewhere because
Ghost Rider's got past Fanning as well. Sorry, I know he was talking, but
no. I
just missed
wasn't
that bit.
saying anything in particular.
But
No, he must have had a mistake somewhere. He must have missed it because you don't lose. What is it? 7/10.
yeah, it's roughly 7/10 of a second. Yeah.
With the pace he's had, 7/10 in the lap. That's got to be a mistake.
Yeah, maybe that, or his tyres have just hit the graining phase before others. Maybe he pushed too early, too soon, too early in this race, and it's cost him a bit of tyre. But let's see.
Yeah, because Hosman's opened the gap up.
Oh, 5J's out
as well,
and that's a virtual safety car.
Yep.
So
well, it's time to pit.
Well, it depends. I noticed on Friday that the virtual doesn't seem to stay out as very long around here.
Nah, it depends.
So if you're baby horny, you were wanting a full safety car there, but
oh, definitely.
That hasn't come because the rest of the field are pretty much all still together. That's the thing. Anyone that does gamble here could lose out big time, especially a lot in track position, because I do wonder if we're going to see anyone. Maybe Fanning, potentially. He's the one with the least to lose on the soft tyre. Any of the leaders going to come in?
I'm expecting Oh, they're not. Oh,
Doris
and I've seen a bit of something coming from clouds. And it's
it is raining. And that is why people are not coming in the pits, because it is simply too early. And it's lucky they didn't, because they're only coming down the pit straight now. So that would have cost them. I'll tell you what, those single track and Wazza, they're both in. I think they're going to come in for inters already, even though it's clearly too early. Yeah, single track's put intermediates on.
I'm not sure that's a good move. You're going to be using your tyres up a lot.
The thing is, with how slow they're going to... It depends how much. If this rains very quickly and starts falling very quickly, they may have pulled a master stroke, but
if it does,
they need it. They need a monsoon level of rain right now to be able to. I'll tell you something though, the gap between the top 5 has really increased since that VSC. I wonder if they've all just dropped back a little bit. I'll tell you who will be thriving in these conditions though, Fanning on the softs. Those tyres will work beautifully, and as you can see, he's got Ghost Rider already.
I think Bergen will be.
Yeah, Bergen and even Bit as well. The soft tyre will be working better in the lower temperature conditions here. B17 is out. That's a safety car. This will spark everyone into the pit lane.
Oh, that's not fun.
I tell you what.
We've got a changeover. We've got a changeover. This is the exciting strategy time.
So Fanning,
safety car ruining it.
So Fanning has done 12 laps on a set of softs. That's pretty impressive, and he still looked racy enough. Doris is in. Surely everyone is coming in. I'd be very, very shocked if they weren't. Ghost Rider in.
Yeah, everybody's going in.
Wait, has Ghost Rider stayed out? No, he hasn't. Okay, I thought he did then. Eddie Dustin. If anyone, the only guys I expect to stay out are single track and Wazza, to be honest. So.
Well, to be honest, I might actually pit again if I were them, because I don't think they're going to be making any positions up.
They're not, but I mean, they've only got to do 13 laps on those set of tyres anyway, so... Yeah,
they've done a lap around the track in the dry, and that wears the tyres a lot. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say you are the Inter King. I bet you come into the pits once you've done your fly lap and they're on like 85%, you're like, wow, okay. I hope it doesn't rain in this race because I'm going to have no tyres.
No, usually they lose about... I would say they lose about maybe 5/10 of performance or something.
Womax is...
What's happened?
There was an AlphaTauri just got really wide off the track.
Oh,
there's wing damage! I think it's Fanning!
Wait, That was okay.
Yeah,
I've got to
Fanning's gone
watch
into
that
the
back.
back of Ghost Rider.
I've got to watch that back. That was weird. So what happened there? Yeah, something must have happened. There must have been a delta, and Womax went back through.
So I think those two, I think they
strange.
both slowed to try and let Womax back through, and it's caught Fanning off guard, and he's gone into the back of Ghost Rider.
Yep, I think you're right.
So they both tried to avoid the 5-second penalties, and yeah.
Please, EA, if you're watching this stream, try and sort this out for, I don't know, one of the next 3 games.
Well, I mean, technically, well, Fanning and Ghost Rider shouldn't have had to give the position back, because Womax went totally off track. So technically, Womax should actually be behind them right now.
That's what I think as well.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that's not even really opinionated. That's real F1 rules, isn't it? So, but you know, what can we say? Is the thing is, you can't really argue with the game, can you? So,
yeah.
But
yeah,
when are we going to get? It's going to be interesting now, though. Now is where we're going to see who went for the wet setups in qualifying. Did Doris go for a bone dry setup, and that's why he was so much quicker than everyone else? And now is where we could see him get a little bit exposed.
What I was saying earlier on is that he looked very quick, even without using the ERS in straight lines. So I think that gives us a bit of a clue. But he could have a very good guy in the wet as well.
The only thing I will say is,
he's a very quick driver, so...
The only thing I will say is, though, this track's hard to overtake in the dry. In the wet, it's going to be even harder. So track position here is vital.
I think it's easier in the wet.
Easier? How?
On this track, I think it's easier because people struggle in the rain.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, in terms of outbraking someone, it's miles harder. But then at the same time, in the wet, more surprising opportunities open themselves up in a weird way, like things you don't expect necessarily. So.
And there aren't enough laps left, but what's interesting with these conditions is if there are enough laps left, that some drivers go for one tyre and some go for a one stop and have fresh tyres at the end. And usually that makes it very interesting for intermediate conditions.
It does.
I don't think we're going to get that. Unless there's another safety car.
I mean, the track right now definitely is inters. You can see that there is a lot of spray coming off the cars, and that's just under the safety car. So, are you going to change your prediction now? Are you going to go with one driver who you think is going to win? We've got, what, 12 laps, 13 racing laps? Well, 12 at the end of this.
I think I'm not going to change what I was saying earlier on, but I'm going to narrow the choice down to Hoseman. Because you were saying that maybe Doris has got a dry setup. That would mean that, you know, Hoseman's got a bit of a wetter setup. And he looked quick at one point, you know. Before
Fanning's gone
safety
for...
car.
Sorry, I've just noticed that Fanning has gone for mediums.
Oh, I didn't see that. Come on. You know,
I think what's happened is he got the damage under the safety car and he's had some sort of glitch potentially. There's no way he's gone out of his way to select mediums here, unless it's going to dry very, very quickly. But who knows? Let's see.
There is a time and a place to...
I tell you what, that track is looking a lot brighter. The clouds are looking a lot brighter all of a sudden.
He's pitting.
But I tell you what though, what happened to Bergen? He's dropped to last. Something's happened to him along the way. But the Bergen's back in the pit, so...
I don't know what's happened.
Has he had contact under the safety car potentially here?
I can't change the camera. And Fanning's gone for wets.
Bergen's put 2 lap old into his back. No, Bergen's gone for wets as well.
Wets. That's very surprising.
So Fanning's gone from one extreme to dries to the other in wets. It doesn't look like it's heavy enough for wet, and the track actually like the clouds actually look like they're brightening up rather than.
Well,
like it looks a lot brighter out there right now.
what I look at is the rain itself. You know, if it's looking very intense or not. And to me, this looks like intermediate rain, not full wet.
With Fox, he is right on the back of
he's looking
Doris.
confident.
And I tell you something, Fox is still sort of there. He's dropped back a bit now, so I wonder if Fox is trying to play a little game, maybe just letting these two battle it out and going to pick up the scraps. But the other thing is, Ghost Rider and Eddie Dust, those two having a little battle down to turn one. Eddie Dust has gotten for the outside. He's going to have the line into turn one, and oh, good move. Just about enough space given from Ghost Rider as well. Eddie Dust into P5. The former Tier 1 driver is on a march.
I'm looking at Fanning right now, and
they're dropping further back, aren't they?
For the moment. It's looking okay for the wets for now.
Saying that, like Fanning is taking about a second. He's taken 4 seconds out of Melvin this lap.
I think there might have been a mistake from Melvin somewhere. I think he might have had a moment.
The thing is, Melvin hasn't lost time to the car in front, though. That's what I'm also judging it off.
Yeah.
So, but there's no way the wets are that much quicker than the inters. I refuse to believe that. But
yeah.
I tell you who the most.
I think the wets are quicker. I think the wets are slightly quicker.
Yeah, potentially.
Which is surprising.
I think they both maybe listened to their engineer and gone with that. But the other thing is, I'll tell you something. I think the most impressive driver of the day so far is Captain Nibs. P20 and he's into P6.
Yeah,
I mean, Monster's equally as impressive. He's into P10. He's just picked up a 3-second time penalty, but he's also on the march as well. But Captain Nibs, wow, what a drive from him so far.
Definitely, and he's still in a good position to go and fetch more points. So
he is. He's with it.
10 laps to go.
It's just a shame there's no DRS for him to attack Eddie Dust with. But does he need it? That's the question. Tell you something though, Hoseman is dropped back a little bit from Doris. He's not as close as he was. So I wonder if Doris is just finding a rhythm.
Yeah, Melvin's struggling. And he's pitting.
Yeah, he is.
He was losing. He was gaining time on Fanning, so I don't know if he's going to be pitting for wets. I think he's going to be pitting for inters.
He's got put a new set of inters on, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think inters might be the best bet at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. Something's happened to Captain Nibs because he's dropped back behind Ghost Rider and Jackstar. He was just ahead of those two, and now he's dropped back behind them. So he's had a moment somewhere.
Yeah, they might all be starting to get into a bit of tyre wear now with the rears. Noticeably.
Yeah, quite possibly.
They might be struggling on spinning around.
Oh, yellow flag. I think single track. Is it single track? Nope. Someone's had a moment.
No, that was Baby Hornet.
Oh, Baby Hornet. It's not been a good day for him today, sadly.
And Hoseman is still hunting down Doris.
He is. That gap is very much staying how it was, though. At the moment, it's sort of stayed the same. Jackster right behind Ghost Rider. Someone else has had a moment.
Yeah, that's a good battle there.
Yeah, let's have a look at Jackster and Ghost Rider. Oh, the thing is now Nibs is getting back involved as well. Nibs definitely seems to be faster than this little trio at the moment. There's also
Monster and Rob Smith are there.
Yeah, I
too.
just saw that in the background as well. Monster was having a little look at Rob, but let's see. Monster's got the much better exit out of the final corner. He's got the move done. So Monster's actually moved up the place now as well. Interesting.
The gap out front is down to 7 tenths, and now 6 tenths.
It is. It's I think it's going to come down to who makes.
Too much out of his
oh, very wide from Hoseman. Wow, he got lucky there.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say all it takes is one mistake to change this battle, and boy, did we get the mistake.
Oh, another moment there for Hoseman. That's
I think he almost saw Doris come towards him, and they go, ah, he's a bit too close. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Let's see Jackster right behind Ghost Rider still. This is a little 5-way we're pretty much seeing here. Oh, Melvin's out. And safety car. So Melvin's gone on the exit of 2 there.
You might have guessed I don't really enjoy safety cars.
No, really?
Yeah.
I'd have never guessed. No, I enjoy the restarts after them, and the fact they bunched up the field. Fanning's got a drive through. That's a big shame for him.
Don't.
I enjoy the fact that the
work out of the drivers.
No, I mean, from a driving perspective, yes, I hate them. From a battling comms perspective, I love them. Well,
True.
I love them ending. I don't like why they're out. Doris is pit.
Especially in the rain.
Why is Doris pit?
Because he might be counting on other drivers pitting, and other drivers are pitting, so he might not be losing too many positions. He'll have fresher tyres.
Only one other driver's pit though.
Yeah, only one.
I think this is the wrong choice from Doris because now he's given himself a lot of
Smith is
work to
pitting.
do.
I think single track is pitting, and the Alfa Romeo is pitting as well.
Doris may have just thrown away a win here. He's going to have
He's only
fresher
an eighth.
tyres, but track position round here, especially in the wet, is pretty vital.
It's true. It's true.
So
I still think it's not over. It's not over.
Oh, it's not over, of course, but I
Because-
think it's going to be a lot. Yeah, I agree. Mark Caution does say fresh interns will be quicker, yes. But at the same time, I still think it's just that hard to overtake here, even in the dry. So,
One thing I'll say is that Hosman was having quite a few moments. He was really close to Doris, and he lost a second in, what, 3 corners? So, give that another few laps of tyre wear, and I think you'll see the benefit of the pit stop.
oh yeah, he's going to be able to get more heat
he-
in them immediately, though. He's going to be more racy than these guys from the start. But it's
well.
whether or not he can be cynical and get these moves done without getting caught up in anything stupid as well. Oh, I thought that was a moment for someone then. That caught me off
I'm
guard.
hoping for Bergen's sake that he's pitting.
Fanning's left
he
a
isn't.
session. Wonder if he had damage somewhere or something. I'm not sure. But
I think this is going to be a very long safety car.
yeah, I mean, Bergen is a long, long way off the pack.
Yeah, he
I'm
couldn't be
very
any
surprised he
further
hasn't
away.
come in.
I'm surprised too.
I mean, he might as well have just taken the pit stop. Because he had pretty much a free one, didn't he, anyway, so... Well,
Only
I mean,
he knows why.
I think he may have just given up, potentially. But... I hope that's not the case. At least he's still going, though, and still racing. That's the impressive thing. Baby Hornet, though, this is good news for him. He's now brought back onto the pack again. It would be something if he went and scored points from now, wouldn't it?
That would be an absolute steal.
I think Baby Hornet has been like last for every lap in this race, so if he goes and scores a point, it's going to be like, well, it's going to be like the heist of the
He's going to have to
century.
work for it. He's going to have to work for it because he's got a time penalty as well, so...
See what
He'll
YouTube
be
chat,
hoping for
everyone
more
put
rain,
your
I think.
winners in. I want to see who you think is going to win. I want to know. I want one winner from you. Are you still saying Hosman? Well, I mean, you're probably even more confident on your Hosman pick now.
I'm still saying Hosman. It's going to be hard for Doris to make all those positions up, but I think he definitely can. All it takes is 2 drivers having a moment, colliding, another driver having a moment, and he's right up next to Hosman, you know, so this is very much in the balance here. Could go 2 ways.
The thing is,
Hosman's got it in
yeah.
the 7-tyre lap drivers. It's him or Doris.
The way I look at it is, does Doris have the pace to win this? Yes. Will he? Probably not.
I get your point.
I would love to be proven wrong, because then you can just be like, wow, I could be mesmerised off like 6 laps.
Some performance
Thing is,
that would be, yeah.
he's got to get a car a lap at minimum. Meanwhile, all these other guys are going to be fighting with each other as well, which is going to make it even harder. So it's just about
And
how
we're
we
gonna
can.
have another safety car lap as well.
Do we think it's not coming in this lap?
No, it's not. It's the second lap, and it can go up to 3. And Bergen's still up at the back, so...
So I think Bergen was watching the stream saying Connor said to me to pit. I didn't mean it, Bergen. I wanted safety car in this lap. But
No, you did well to pit, mate. You did well to pit.
no, hopefully it just allows him to. The thing is, he should actually catch the pack now as well. As long as unless it's going to be a super late call, which we have seen at this track before. So that is a very big glitch. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be in then. If it is, it's going to be crazy late.
As I said, it can go up to 3 laps, so it'll be in the next lap.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, Eddie Dust as well. Another. Well, I spoke about Captain Nib's drive, right?
Yeah.
Off the start, Eddie Dust is up 14 positions.
Yeah, he was 13th for a long time, and yeah, I didn't even realise he was up there. That's a great performance to get back up to that position.
Well, we all know how good he was. He was in the fight with the title back in season 10, I think it was, with Mark Hodgson for the Tier 2 and Kayser Soze as well.
With Hodgson, yeah.
And then, obviously, I think he, for whatever reason, struggled a little bit in Tier 1 last season, but it's good to see him finding his mojo back in Tier 2. That is for sure. Wazzers looks a bit off it today, though, hasn't he? Compared to normal.
I thought at the start that he would be able to make his way up, but it doesn't seem like it's meant to be. Not today.
No, it definitely doesn't. It's a shame for single track as well. He was right up there at one point, but things just seem to have gone against him a little bit today as well.
Yeah, he had that moment where he saved the car and...
Bergen, interestingly, is going to catch the pack. Yeah, he's out the race anyway, isn't he? So.
Yeah, Bergen's catching up, not too quickly, but he'll get there.
He'll get there by the time they really slow and they announce the safety cars coming in. Yeah. So. It'd be interesting. The thing is, it would be so Bergen now to just go get like 3rd or something.
That would be bad.
No, but I can just imagine it.
Yeah. Could happen. You never know. All the worn tyres are at the front, all the new tyres are at the back. We never know what can happen.
The thing is, this is why I love safety cars, because of look at the mess we have now. Do you know what I mean? This is just a huge mess of people on fresh tyres against old tyres. The battling is going to be there across the field. It's basically a sprint race. 5 lappers, anyone? Because that's what we've got right here.
Oh, exactly. Oh.
Let's just hope people don't drive like it's a 5 lapper, please. Don't forget we are in MRC. We don't want it to be treated like a 5 lapper. When is Hoseman going to go? Let's have a watch back from him to see when the Ferrari will react. He's gone about the same point as Doris did, but I tell you something, he's had a big moment. This could open up the opportunity for Fox. It really could. He had a big moment out the final corner.
Captain Nibs is through.
Wow, Nibs has doing a great restart.
Not to move.
Captain Nibs is into P4. Oh, wow, what a move! Oh no, monsters and Ghost Riders both round.
That's kind of what I was talking about, Ron. It only takes 1 or 2 drivers to have a bit of a moment, and Doris is right back in it. Look, he's going to try and go around the outside of Jackster. Oof. Jackster just manages to position it correctly.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah. So it will be that for this sector at least, and we'll see on the
Bergen 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. That one may be looked at in the stewards, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll probably get removed.
Oh, bit of a moment from Jackster on the exit of Degner 2.
This is where we see the difference in performance between the two sets of tyres.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's going to have the run. That's too easy.
Yeah, so there's Doris.
Way too easy for Doris.
Now it's just how quickly can he get on the back of Mr. Captain Nibs. Make sure you're thinking of your driver of the day, because I tell you something, at the minute there is a lot of candidates.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them, so have fun with that one. But let's wait and see. I tell you what, Baby Hornet looks like he's having a bit of a battle with Ghost Rider at the minute, so that'll be interesting. Baby Hornet's past Ghost Rider as well, into Spoon. But let's see.
Yeah,
Fox,
we're going to be seeing these moves.
Eddie Dust, Hoseman, Nibs, Doris. This looks like the battle for the win at this point, doesn't it? Between these guys.
Is it me, or has the rain got a bit heavier?
Let's have a look.
rain
Let's
looks
go on.
heavier,
Oh,
but
yes, it is looking a lot heavier.
The spray looks
Way heavier.
thicker. And
Yeah.
there, another
Who's that that's just
mistake.
gone wide? Was that Captain Nibs that just
Yeah,
went
that's
wide
Captain
into
Nibs.
one? So there goes
Another
Doris
driver
through
who has a
again.
moment.
So, Doris, the thing is, if it gets heavier, does anyone go for the wet?
I don't think so.
I mean, it is too late now, but...
Unless this lap it becomes look.
Oh, big moment for Eddie Dust. I think it's time for wets.
I'm not
They're
sure.
side by side into Degner.
Oh no, that's ridiculous.
I was
about
thought
to say,
that
I
somehow they've
to come to Eddie
survived.
Dust.
Somehow they've survived.
C'est pas bon ça.
They've survived. Whew.
Is there
My
any
heart was in my
damage,
mouth then. I don't think so. I didn't see any damage. I tell you something, Captain Nibs is struggling like crazy.
Putain, mate.
What's happened there? Doris is round. He's at a
Why
moment.
were they fighting?
I tell you something, he's now going to be... look at the two Alpines side by side in 9th and 10th as well.
What was that? Anyway.
Rob Smith is... single track's had a bit of contact with Bergen. It's pushed him a bit wide into Spoon, and now Bergen's through. What did I say? Bergen is weaving his way through this field again now.
Yeah, he's got the freshest tyres of the whole field, so...
I tell you what, though, the man to watch at the moment on brand new tyres is Woomax. He is absolutely flying. He's about to take third off Eddie Dust. And
Bergen,
he's through.
Look at Bergen. He got slowed down by Rob.
Woomax may win this race. He's on an absolute charge on his brand new tyres.
Could be, yeah. Could be. He's looking very quick on the exit of turn 1 there.
Yeah. Bergen's been overtaken by single track for P10. Bergen's also got the 5-second penalty. There's a yellow flag. Ghost Rider's out. He's gone in the pit lane, I think, Ghost Rider. But this is now going to get a bit feisty. Captain Nibs right on the back of Eddie Dust, so that's another battle for P4. It's the battle. Basically, I'm going to call Eddie Dust versus. Oh, Eddie Dust has gone wide. Captain Nibs is through. Degner 2. I tell you something. Eddie Dust has really struggled since this restart. I've seen him make about 4 or 5 mistakes, and
his positioning.
Doris has passed Wazza. Now Doris is trying to.
Exactly, Holston. Completely agree. The fresh tyres work.
Oh, the fresh tyre. Oh yeah, they definitely work. That's for sure. They heated up well, but it's now whether I tell you something though. Woomax is not making the gains on Fox at the moment.
Yeah,
not the gains he needs to make anyway.
He had a moment in Degner 2. He lost about 7/10, I think.
Yeah, Eddie Dust is now coming under a bit of pressure with Doris. I think these two were the two that came together earlier on as well, weren't they? So.
Yeah. Well.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Jackster, he's right there as well. Jackster's doing quite well to hold on with his 11 lap hold intermediate, so this is one to watch out. Woomax is now starting to catch up to the Fox. He's taking about 6/10 of a second out of the final sector alone, so let's see. Can Fox hold on to P2? Because I don't think he's going to be able to catch Hoseman at this point.
No.
Oh, Nibs is out! He's got a turn 2!
Good race.
Oh, Nibs, my heart goes out to you. Oh,
did you see what happened to Bergen?
No, I have no idea what happened to Bergen, but I'm gutted. I'm gutted for Nibs. He deserves a lot of credit for that drive. Oh, it's gutting. I think a lot of YouTube chat have just started to post their sympathy for him as well. Yeah, Mark says it as well.
Yeah, that was a very good race he had. He made up basically every position. Or was he? Was he 4th?
He was 4th, yeah.
Last.
Bergen's got 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Doris is right on the back of Eddie Dust. Let's have a little look at that.
I think he'll be wanting to have a look at Woomax and...
Oh, Eddie Dust has gone really deep at Spoon. And that's going to send Doris through, but I don't think Doris is going to be close enough. But let's go have a look at Woomax versus Fox. The battle for P2.
This is looking wet.
It is looking wet. It's no one looks like they have any sort of grip at the moment. So let's see, is Womax going to be able to get this done? Final lap of the race. Turn 1's probably going to be his best opportunity, you would think. Let's have a look. Is he going to be able to get close enough to Fox? Fox runs a bit wide out the final corner, almost touches the grass as well. But let's see, I don't think Womax has got the straight line speed on this occasion to get him into turn 1, but he's got so much more grip under braking. I can't believe I'm so gutted for Nibs, I'm not going to lie. I feel so bad for him.
This is going to be a contest of composure.
It is.
Who can make their way through the corners.
Yeah. You've got two of the best drivers in Tier 2 at keeping their head fighting each other as well. Fox very rarely crumbles under pressure, and Womax is relentless in attack, isn't he? So it's two very strong drivers here that are battling out for that
it's in his name.
P2. Yeah. Womax, he may have a look into the hairpin here. It wouldn't surprise me. It depends how much of a run he's got. Has he got enough grip? He's much better on the brakes. Oh, he did have a little, but then he had to back out of it. It caused him to have a little bit of a twitch. He's got to be so careful, because look who's coming behind him. Mr. Doris, right there. But he's not going to be close enough, I don't think. But that should have. I think that's just about secured Fox's P2 anyway. But single track, he's him and Waz are quite close by with Jackster as well. I think we're going to see a few stewards' decisions come the end of this race when it comes to things that have happened in the second.
Waz has gone wide. This is putting single track in a good position. Oh, and he spins. No, and he's
Oh yeah, I've just seen single track in the background go straight into the wall.
I think he got distracted by Wazza there. He thought, okay, this is my time. I'll accelerate, and I think he lost his rear.
So the two guys that were last at the start of this restart are now 9th and 10th. I'm so sorry. Hoseman's just won. I completely missed that. Fox has taken second. Womax is third. Doris 4th. Eddie Dustin 5th. Jackster in 6th. Wazza in 7th. I'm sorry for missing that, guys, across the line, but that is the result. Carl takes 8th. Bergen gets 9th. Baby Hornet should take the final points paying position. Monster put on the wets. He's going to come home in P11 when he crosses the line, and then Rob Smith is going to take the final finishing position of the race. Wow, what?
That was entertaining.
That safety car, last safety car restart sprung up a little bit of drama, didn't it?
Yeah, a bit too much, I would say, but yeah, it looked like good battling all around. There might have been 1 or 2 dodgy moments, but I think it was good.
Yeah. That was very, very good. I mean, in general, the racing looked very... Why is the sun out all of a sudden, by the way?
Because it goes back to the...
Okay, that confused me then. But, provisional results are... Hoseman takes P1, Fox in P2, Womax P3, Doris in P5, Jackster in P6, Wazza P7, Carl in P8, Bergen P9, Baby Hornet in P10, Rob Smith P11. The last year finish is Monster in P12, and then DNS go to single track. Captain Nibs, Ghost Rider, Fanning, Melbourne, B17, 5G Rooster, and Scottish Ninja. Who is your driver of the day?
Well, he didn't finish the race, but he had a brilliant race, so I've got to say Captain Nibs.
I mean, yeah.
I don't always look at the result. I look at the performance, and to me, he carved his way through the field and could have got a podium, maybe. I don't know. I think it would have been a bit of a bit too much podium, but he had P4 in his hands, and yeah.
I think Captain Nibs would have got my driver of the day if he did finish. Obviously, we don't know if there was contact or not. I think I'm going to go Eddie Dust as well, like P17, P5 was fighting it out for a podium with 2 laps to go, wasn't he? So, deserves just as much credit. So I think if we split it between Nibs and Dust, that's 2.
I'm okay with that.
That definitely deserve it. But, Tier 1 starts in what is about 25 minutes time. You will see the French Scouser, Portuguese, Japanese, everything man on track in his Mercedes, probably qualifying on a set of intermediates. So make sure you tune into that. I think the comms team is Baby Hornet and
you don't want
the Mini Max Verstappen. Melbourne.
You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, you definitely
It's a
don't.
spectacle.
The elite guys driving around one of the hardest track on the calendars, so it's going to be very, very exciting. Then Tier 3 will be Wednesday. That'll be brought to you by the Hodgemeister, and I think he's going to have a bit of a special guest. I'm not going to announce it too loud. It's a bit of an old duo sort of forming back together, which is going to make things super exciting. But
Okay.
Anton, thank you for joining me. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. It was an entertaining race. Let's put it that way. So, looking forward to the next one. But Suzuka's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that part, but the rest
No,
of
you
it,
don't
yes,
agree.
all very nice. But no, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, because otherwise I will set Anton you all in the Discord one by one. Make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you know when we're live. Although you should know the times because you're all loyal fans. But thank you all for watching and good night.